Hello and welcome to the special program covering the many events held here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm your host, Khalid Hijris, and this is Celebrate Bahrain, where we explore the festivities and events taking place during the month of December with its many unforgettable moments and experiences. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Students from the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at the College of Engineering Applied Science University achieved an astounding scientific accomplishment by winning the Best Innovative Idea Award in the hackathon held alongside the 19th Middle East Corrosion and Asset Integrity Conference and exhibition MECC 2025 in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The event was organized by the Bahrain Society of Engineers, the Dhahran chapter of the AMPP, Association for Materials Protection and Performance, and the Saudi Materials Engineering Society, with the participation of more than 300 speakers and 5,000 attendees from 45 countries. And to talk more about that, we are pleased to be joined here in the studio by the Applied Science University students, Mohammed Mohsen and Hashim El-Umari. Welcome, how are you both doing today?
We're doing great. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you both. Now, can you start by telling us, how do you feel about winning the Best Innovative Concept at the MECC 2025 Hackathon?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to dedicate this great achievement to our country, Bahrain, and our university, ASU. Also, I would like to thank Bahrain TV and my university to have this great opportunity to be here. Winning the Most Innovative Concept Award among 35 teams from different countries and levels reflects and shows that our solution has real value. Also, it gives us a motivation to to keep improving and developing more strong and valuable solutions.
Wonderfully said. And what inspired you to develop an AI-based system for material fault analysis?
Actually, our inspiration came from observing how engineers in sectors like oil and gas take a lot of time and money in identifying early signs of corrosion or damage. And with the rise of technologies in AI and computer vision, we sought out to bridge the gap between these two methods and therefore reducing the amount of time and money spent in identifying these issues and also getting better, reliable results early on.
Wonderful. And could you briefly explain how your system works and what are the key technologies used in it?
Okay, great question. Our system can receive multiple inputs, such as failure data, lab results, and even historical reports. These inputs are analyzed using different strategies and techniques. For example, the 3 AI agents we developed into the system and image processing methods. This helps us accelerate the root cause identification and recommend the preventive actions.
Wonderful. And what were the main challenges you faced during the development of your idea, and how did you guys overcome them?
Honestly, we faced several challenges during the hackathon. One of the main ones was the limited time we had. Also, the data we received was very complex and varied. In addition, we needed to combine different kinds of inputs into only one unified workflow.
Okay. And how did the skills that you guys gained in the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at ASU contribute to the success of this project?
A lot of these skills we learned in the Department of Electrical and Electronic, as well as the computer science, as our team had a combination of both, came and directly translated into our work. things like programming and fundamentals of AI directly applied in our solution. The university also continuously is pushing to allow students to access workshops that further expand our horizon in the information that we learn before we graduate. These helped in preparing us for this event.
Wonderful. And what was the impact of participating in such a major scientific event?
Participating in an international event of such a large scale with many different people from many different backgrounds, for engineers, innovators, and researchers, was a huge impact not only for me but for the whole team. We learned a lot from many different industry experts, and we were exposed as well. We were also happy to see that our ideas could be placed on the top with other industry professional ideas.
Wonderful. I think that that's a huge testament to the integrity of your work.
Yes, truly.
How did the College of Engineering and academic staff support you through the development of this project?
I want to thank the university and the academic staff for their continuous dedication and encouragement for students like us to participate in such events. It's truly wonderful. A special thank you to Engineer Safa, as she is the one who helped us in the early stages of registration and guided us on what we should do. The university always pushes us to do what's best and assists us in refining our ideas. However, due to the nature of the MECC being confidential data and we had to sign an NDA, the university couldn't help us as much this time around, but they still helped us wherever they could, guiding us, helping us refine our ideas and concepts and how to approach the problem.
Wonderful. Now, can you tell us why integrating artificial intelligence and computer vision is essential in developing solutions for corrosion protection and asset integrity management?
Integrating AI and computer vision is essential because they can make inspection faster, more accurate, and even more objective. Also, they can detect early signs of corrosion, which helps the companies protect their assets, which will save the cost and the time.
Wonderful. And how do you envision your project contributing to improved industrial performance and the energy sector in the coming years?
As we all know, the energy sector is a huge department, and one of the main constraints that they follow is time. Downtime costs a lot of time, a lot of money, of course. Now, a system like ours can help identify corrosion, as my colleague mentioned, before it happens. Therefore, the companies can schedule maintenance better, extend the life of the equipment, and therefore save money and time.
Wonderful. And what role do hackathons play in enhancing innovation among university students? And would you encourage others to participate?
Yes, of course. I would recommend all students who get an opportunity to participate. Hackathons can be one of the best ways to learn, as they put students in a time-constrained environment where they're forced to innovate, think in a creative way, and to implement a lot of the skills that are essentials for completing the objectives. So yes, again, any students who get an opportunity, it's a very good opportunity for you. You must take it.
It's wonderful hearing you both talk about this experience, and you've clearly both come away with having learned a lot. What are some of the most valuable lessons this experience has taught you?
Well, we learned a lot of lessons, but I would have to say the most valuable lesson is managing your time, managing the team as a big team with each with different skill sets. If you manage it properly, it will be your key to success. Another key component is to manage your time. So managing the team and managing your time are the biggest lessons that we learned in this hackathon.
Absolutely. And how do you see this project developing over the course of your academic or professional careers?
Well, as an electrical engineer, the system we developed itself doesn't directly apply to me. However, the skills that we learned were essential and are something that I'm going to take away for the rest of my life. As a team, we hope that our solution gets implemented and we can see further, better improved versions of it in the future, inshallah.
Inshallah. And what message would you like to share with engineering students who aspire to pursue research and innovation?
I would like to begin with a verse that inspires me. Allah says, وَأَنْ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى ثُمَّ يُجْزَاهُ الْجَزَاءَ الْأَوْفَى. My message to the engineering students is first, put your trust in Allah, then believe in yourselves, stay curious, learning from mistakes, and continuing even when the path is difficult.
Well, I'd like to thank you both so much for joining us, and I wish you the best in the future. I hope to see this project implemented. And yeah, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for even more coming up here on Celebrate Bahrain. Students from the American University of Bahrain won second place in the first edition of the AI Hackathon at the 19th Middle East Corrosion Conference and Exhibition, MECC 2025. The event took place in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and brought together more than 1,500 student participants from across the region, marking a highly competitive and prestigious platform dedicated to the corrosion and materials innovation. The team selected the challenge titled Material Failure Analysis and developed an AI-based model designed to identify the root causes of material failure, whether resulting from corrosion or ruptures or various forms of degradation. To talk more about that, we are pleased to be joined here in the studio by AUBH students Malaka Salam and Abdulaziz Ajnam. Welcome. How are you both doing today?
Thank you. Good.
Now, I'd like to start, Abdulaziz, by saying congratulations. How does it feel to win second place in such a major regional AI hackathon at MECC 2025?
I want to thank you first for having us here, and thanks to the Bahrain television. And this goes to show the support that the Kingdom of Bahrain gives to its youth by showing them and giving them the opportunity to showcase their achievements and their success. My team consists of me, Abdulaziz Ajlan, Malak, and also Jana and Lawrence. And winning second place is definitely something to be proud of. Being not only being able to participate in such regional state, but also winning second place in a regional state that is open to the entire of Middle East is definitely something that will make us so much motivated and give us the confidence to push ourselves even further in the future.
Very well said. And this competition brought together more than 1,500 student participants. What made your project stand out against this many teams?
So our project was basically an AI model focusing on identifying material failure. So first of all, this project the AI model would first identify the failure, then detect the failure, and then from that it would recommend preventive actions. What I think stood out from our project from amongst all the others is that it was based on strong engineering fundamentals, as well as it's very easy for it to be implemented into the industry and existing industries in particular. And we like to call our AI model as a material engineer that has 30 years of experience, even though it was just created and trained in less than 2 days.
Wonderful. Okay, that's very impressive. And why did you choose the challenge of material failure analysis as your focus area?
Well, first of all of our team is mechanical engineers. And so this track we felt the most familiar to work with and the most confidence. At the same time, this track, material failure, is such a major issue in the GCC, especially in Bahrain, when it comes to oil and gas. And so developing an idea and creating a solution for this kind of track will definitely be very beneficial for the GCC and also in Bahrain to implement it in the future.
Wonderful, very practical. And what makes your solution different from traditional inspection and failure analysis methods?
Traditional processes include lab testing, on-site manual inspections, and even experiments, which all highly depend on the presence of material engineers always being there on site. and they're always exposed to high temperatures, they're exposed to high pressure areas and toxic chemicals. So our AI model, once it's implemented, it would reduce all of this. And not only that, it would also reduce the downtime. It would also reduce costs of implementation, as well as encourages the engineers to focus on higher level tasks other than this repetitive manual inspection task.
And can you explain how your AI model identifies the root cause of material failure, then generates preventative measures based off of that analysis?
What I like to say and give an example is that AI model is like a human being. So as soon as we started the hackathon, we were provided with the data that is related to our track. And so first we started with extracting the data and removing the data that's not relatable to our track and our idea. And the next step is getting this data and making it in a readable language for our AI coding. And so the more data that you give this AI model, the more data he has and the more information that he has and more he's trained and knows what's the type of cause of the failure and how can he give recommendations to this types of failure. And so giving it more data and training it with further training, he will be able to do the idea and solve this problem on his own.
Impressive. And reducing manual inspection and human intervention is a major advantage. How do you see this transforming safety and efficiency in industrial environments?
Yeah, as mentioned before, I think reducing these manual inspections would transform it immensely with reducing costs, also having the material engineers, just as mentioned, focused on other tasks. And the AI model is a smart model, as mentioned. It focuses on or gets trained by the data that's given to it. So once this data is inputted into a user-friendly interface that we created, this interface joined with AI would then create a comprehensive report with details about the material failure and the recommendations to prevent this material failure from happening again. So this would hugely transform the industry from that perspective and offer maybe new jobs into this technological field.
Wonderful. Sounds like it's reducing problems as well as creating job
Yes.
opportunities. And now you earned $7,500 US dollars along with incubation access, nano-degree grants, and collaboration opportunities. How are those prizes going to help the scale and improvement of this model?
It will actually help us a lot to optimize ourselves into developing and expanding our idea. For example, the incubation programs will give us the mentorships that we need to develop and go into aspects that we don't have the experience and to know this aspect, this specific aspect. Including the nano degrees will also give us the skills development and also in terms in AI and also mechanical side that will help us further complex our data and making it more, let's say, complete.
Wonderful. And this is clearly a very impressive undertaking that you guys have taken on, right? I'm curious to know, what was the role of AUBH in supporting you throughout this journey?
Now, AUBH offers a very dynamic environment that's very encouraging for students to always innovate and apply their skills into creating solutions or real-life solutions. We have different facilities around campus that allow us to do that, especially the T-Lab, where we're offered a chance to 3D model, 3D scan, and 3D print our solutions. And not only that, we're entirely grateful to AUBH for their entire support before, during, and after the hackathon. Their guidance and their support throughout has been phenomenal. It's always very encouraging to wake up every day knowing that you're going to a place that, let's say, carries you and helps you throughout the way.
Wonderful. And I'm sure that this experience wasn't free of humps, right? Like, I think anything this large and this complex, it is going to have its difficult moments. Can you guys think of a challenging moment and how you kind of overcame that challenge?
As soon as we started the hackathon and we got the data and the green light to start working on our idea, we had exactly 1 day and 9 hours until we submit. And the submission date was at 6 a.m. So developing an idea, working on our AI coding, and submitting on time was definitely the biggest challenge that we have faced because the time was very tight. Along with working on our idea, we have faced a lot of problems, issues that forced us to change our aspect and our direction into solving our idea. So especially in the final hours from 12 a.m. until 6 a.m., we were pushing ourselves. We stayed up all night trying to solve and finish doing all the final touch-ups and all the details until we submitted on time, and alhamdulillah we won the second place.
Wonderful. Yeah, that sounds super intense. And can you tell us a bit more about the faculty mentors? Like, how did they support you throughout this journey?
Upon preparing for the hackathon, we approached different professors and different faculty members from the engineering college and from the computing college, just asking them more about these concepts that we weren't sure of, and just to make sure that our idea aligns with what the industry has and what the problem statement of the challenge is, just for us to not waste any time. And their academic experience, their industry experience helped us a lot into shaping and formulating our idea. And throughout the hackathon, we were constantly supported and encouraged.
Wonderful. And what new skills or insights did you guys learn?
For us, majorly is the AI skill. AI will be the future for sure in all of the different fields. So learning how could we implement AI in our field will definitely give us a head start with our competitors. So with this hackathon, we learned ways that we can implement and integrate AI in mechanical engineering with the expertise that we had during the hackathon, the mentorship that we were offered, and the challenge that we have faced. We learned how to use AI in our field and give us an idea on how can we integrate it in our local companies here in Bahrain for the future.
Wonderful. And just to wrap things up, how do you guys feel about encouraging like your peers or other university students to chase opportunities such as the one that you guys were given?
I feel like every single day there's something around the world that's being created or something that's being discovered. So going or not restricting yourself based on the knowledge that you get in classrooms, always go above and beyond, broaden your knowledge as much as possible, learn new things. From our experience, we're just mechanical engineering students. We have little to no knowledge about AI or different advanced programming languages. So this hackathon had us broaden our knowledge more, and this is definitely something that we're going to carry on to our future projects, and inshallah, and our capstone projects, and further implementing maybe a futuristic project here in Bahrain.
Wonderful. I wish you guys both luck in that, and I can't wait to see how you guys take what you've learned from this hackathon, the system that you've made, the model that you've made, and hopefully it's maybe something that we get to see implemented really soon. Thank you guys so much for joining us again.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for even more coming up here on Celebrate Bahrain. And now let's take a look at what's going on beyond the studio in the following report.
The US Embassy, in collaboration with Bahrain Classic Cars and Water Garden City, launched the America 250 initiative with an American classic car show.
Today we have a car show. We are with the American Embassy for 2015 years and Water Garden. Today we have car show from the 30 to 2002. The car show, the cars coming from GCC, from Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, from Bahrain.
America 250 is a series of events commemorating the United States' 250th anniversary of independence, celebrating US history, culture, and the stories of American resilience and innovation.
It is fantastic to be here in beautiful Water Garden City and seeing downtown Manama. Here with the Bahrain Classic Car Group, we have drivers and enthusiasts of American cars from here in Bahrain, but also folks who have driven in from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and elsewhere in the GCC. And we are so pleased here to have our first event of America 250. So 2026, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States independence. And so we could not think of a better way to celebrate American innovation and American history than with a group of enthusiasts of American automobiles and technology, and just have a great day with our band that came from US Air Force, who will be playing for the crowd here today.
Bahrain's vibrant classic car community was strongly represented at the event, where American models enjoy lasting popularity among local collectors and enthusiasts.
We see it here today, cars from the 60s, 70s, a DeLorean from the 80s, and we have so many cars here that I think we are fully full. So there is, I think, over 100 cars here for Bahraini families to come and admire and enjoy, and their owners are here to tell the stories. Many of these cars have been in families for generations, and their sons and their daughters are keeping them up, which I just think is a fantastic bond to the United States. So next year we are looking at a number of events organized around American innovation and our cooperation with Bahrain on the future as well. Space, technological innovation, AI, and the future of our partnership.
More than 100 American classic car owners participated in the launch, underscoring the enduring people-to-people connections that define the US-Bahrain partnership.
We're out here today helping kick off America 250 celebrations, 250 years of celebrating American independence and our fantastic relationship with Bahrain. So it's fantastic to be here today in Bahrain, helping out with the Bahraini American car show. We are all from the United States Air Force. We're out here touring the area and helping out with our relationships, and part of that is collaborating with Bahrain, being out here.
To complement the car exhibition, the US Air Force Central Band performed a musical program featuring pop, country, and classic rock favorites. The America 250 initiative will continue with additional programs, exchanges, and cultural events leading up to the 250th anniversary of US independence in 2026.
That concludes our look into some of the many happenings here in Bahrain over the course of the decorated month of December. Stay tuned for even more upcoming episodes. Until then, goodbye and God bless.